Hello, how you guys doing? So another day, another vlog. Hope you're doing well. I have shaved for you, just for you. Visual presentation. It's amazing when I look at the videos, like I did yesterday, of just unshaven. I look like so much older and more hobo-like. So doing these videos is actually helping me remind myself that I need to shave more. So there's that. That's good. All right, I'm going to go over some of the questions from yesterday real quick. And yeah, I'm going to dive right in. So what do we have here? Mike Shiano asks, what technical specifications or features would you like to see from the NX, especially if it is a console slash handheld hybrid like rumors suggest? Um, I mean, really, I think even if it was something like a Wii U as far as its power, but was designed to work well as a home console and a handheld that you could take away. I think that would be cool. I mean, the Wii U is actually very, very powerful when you look at games like Mario Kart 8 and Mario 3D World. I mean, it really shows, it's nice, really nice. Could it be more powerful? Sure, of course, definitely. You could make it more powerful and do more stuff. But then the thing with Nintendo is they're very smart at the hardware side being affordable for them to mass produce, which typically means it's older technology, it's older chipsets, or or just things that aren't crazy expensive. They're not necessarily always trying to create the newest, most badass, tech because that costs a lot of money, and then they're going to lose money on every unit that they sell. Whereas Sony and Microsoft are a little bit more gung ho as far as trying to push the envelope in technology and do make a loss potentially on the release of the hardware, at least in the first initial launch of it. So yeah, so I don't expect it to be crazy powerful compared to the Wii U. I mean, I think it'll be similar. If it's more powerful, awesome, great. But the Wii U is plenty powerful. It's really nice. Um, will it have a unique controller or input device? Maybe, but I think when you look at the success of the Wii, um, and you look at what happened with the Wii U, even though there are many reasons that the Wii U may have not been as successful as the Wii, um, one of the big differences is that the Wii was very approachable by anyone, by casual gamers. So if they're going after that market again, then it has to be pretty simple. Um, doesn't necessarily mean motion or more motion or no controller. It just means something that's just approachable and simple and intuitive by the user. So whatever that means. I won't try and guess what they're going to come up with because they're masters of that. Their controllers and unique input. Design is awesome. With the Wii, I think is a great example of that. Um, so yeah, but really, I think it comes down to they make a really good, solid, portable Wii U, basically, that can be at home and out and about, with a nice, intuitive, simple kind of input device. And really, you couple that with amazing games, amazing first-party games. You get Mario in there, you get, Zelda. Whether it be the current Wii U Zelda that they have shown or something else, I don't know. But I think yeah, just get some great first-party games with a great hardware, then you're good to go. I think a lot of the missteps with the Wii U were marketing message and software support and stuff like that. The name, identification. I mean, it's just there's a lot of things that was confusing and misleading with the Wii U, and I think that contributed greatly to its sales. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm always excited to see what happens with Nintendo's hardware stuff. Never want to try and guess what on earth it's going to be because they're very innovative and do different things. So who knows? But I'm hoping it's a home and a mobile device in one because I'm a huge fan of the 3DS because I like the size of it and like how flexible it is to play wherever. So I would love that. I would love the power of the home console in your hand. But yeah, we'll see. We will see what happens. I don't know what else to say about that. Uh, all right. So let's see if there's a question here. Um, Sean Zafar again. Hello, Sean. Thanks for being a regular on this channel. Um, is asking about the cut enemies from Dimension 1 and 2 screenshots, such as the tall, thin, tied up guys, and the weird big monster from the trailer, from the original trailer. I think they were all from Dimension 1. I don't think we ever had things that we showed that we then cut from Dimension 2 that I can remember anyway, but Dimension 1 definitely did. The tied up mummy looking guys were just the very first enemy I think that we made. Um, and they had their hands like tied up above their head and they'd walk around like that. And it just wasn't particularly scary. It was kind of more goofy than scary. And how did they really attack you? I mean, I guess they could bite you, but then, it just wasn't very effective as an enemy. I mean, it could be, but at the time we didn't really investigate it much. And we just then went with the chest more that was just way more interesting and kind of unique looking. And, yeah, which I think worked out really well. And that replaced the walking mummy things. So yeah, no, yeah, we don't really have any current plans to, resurrect that guy. It would be more work than it's worth, honestly, because he didn't really work very well. That's kind of why we replaced him. The big monster from the trailer, which is actually was nicknamed the Feast Beast. He is cool, and we did actually consider bringing him back. But again, it's a lot of work. So it's something, if we did a Dimension 3, then we'd love to investigate that, because I think he was a pretty cool, creature design. The idea was he was very fast and powerful, so I think he'd be a good boss or just a really tough enemy type. It was more work than we were able to really take on for the remaster of the first game and the second one. But yeah, if we did a Dimension 3, then we would definitely look into that guy, because he was pretty cool. And okay, and the reason we didn't put him in Dimension 1 originally was just ran out of time, honestly. I mean, he was supposed to be a boss. We had some animations made, they weren't great, so we were a situation where do we redo them all? We hadn't programmed the boss at that time. So due to the time constraints and wanting to get the original Dimension out for Halloween in 2007, we just cut him and then moved forward. So it was good for the game, but that's why we got rid of that guy anyway. So yeah. Also, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cringeworthy is it to know that fans have asked for a new Dimension for years now, but refuse to buy it due to a $15 price tag? In my opinion, it's not pretty at all. Well, I think there's a difference between a remaster and a new game. I think people want Dimension 3. I mean, that's what people want. If people are not buying Dimension Remaster because it's $15, then okay, they're just cheap then. Because I think $15 for Dimension seems a great price. The original game sold for $30. This is a remastered version on the 3DS, which is awesome. I'm really proud of it. It's a really great game. It hasn't sold very well, but it's awesome. I'm really proud of it. I think the price is very reasonable for what it is. So, it may go on sale eventually, but I'm not going to rush to put it on sale just because people aren't willing to pay $15 for it, because I think it's worth $15. So, I guess that people don't really want it enough. So, oh well, I think if we always price things to sell, you'll have a situation like the App Store where everything's just really low, and that's not particularly healthy or really fair to other markets, other forms of entertainment. It's not a good move. It works fine on the App Store. I mean, there are ways to work with it because of advertising and in-app purchases and blah and all that kind of stuff. So there are ways to work around that, I guess, stigma or just market that there is on the App Store. There isn't really the same flexibility for developers or players to interact with software on most of the consoles or the 3DS, right now. So yeah, so I mean, some people might say it should be $10 or less. I disagree. So there you go. Boom. And Dimension 2 Remastered will be $15 as well. So there you go. To be prepared. Either buy it or don't. It's but they're going to be great games. I mean, well, that's going to be a great game. I mean, Dimension One is an awesome game, so I think it's definitely worth every cent that we're pricing it at. Any updates or news on Dimension 2 Remastered? Well, we're working on it, so hopefully we're wrapping it up soon. Ideally, we'll be submitting it to Nintendo probably the early or mid February. So then, touch wood, let's hope, and rock the table apparently. Let's hope that it's released in March, if we're lucky. That would be great. That would be ideal for us, but we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. I'm not sure. Okay. So that was from Lucas Dodson. Was the update on Dimension 2. Ripper9 asks, I'm not sure if this is a fun question to answer. Great, good start. But what do you think of these games? Final Fantasy The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, haven't played it. Phantasy Star Zero, haven't played it. Call of Duty series for the DS, I thought were great. I thought, what's the developer's name? Oh, I just went blank on it. I know those guys. I can't even, oh my god, I can't even think what they're called. I think they did a great job. They're down in N-Space, down in Florida. Dan O'Leary, they're good guys. They did a great job. I was really, I bought every one of them when they came out on the DS. I played through all of them. I really enjoyed them all. I was very impressed by the combination of decent gameplay, decent controls, with a kind of scripted, more cinematic kind of approach to the storytelling and gameplay flow. And then the multiplayer got progressively better from version to version as you moved on. I thought they were great. I really enjoyed playing them. It's a shame that they didn't continue that. Activision didn't continue that on the 3DS. I know N-Space wanted to. They were very interested in doing it, but Activision, I guess, chose not to. So kind of a bummer. I thought they worked really well, and they sold pretty well. Honestly, I don't know what the budget was to make the games, but I know they sold a good number of copies. So yeah, whatever. Kid Icarus Uprising, great game. And just the controls gameplay of Skyward Sword, haven't played it. Red Steel 2, haven't played it. Other M, I played a little bit of Other M. The controls and gameplay of those, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of like holding like that and then doing that, and then it seemed a bit gimmicky and silly to me. But I can see how some people love that, and that's totally cool. But for me personally, I was like, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. So there you go. I need to check out those games. The ones you mentioned, the ones that I haven't played. John's Eagle Eye on Gaming Carter. Hi Jules, it's me, John. Hi John. Is there any chance still of Zeodrifter character in Treasure There is a chance, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see. There you go. Handheld Game Fan 89 asks, HD Collection Remastered Dimension on Wii U a possibility? No. No, I mean, I would love to. We would love to do that. We would love to rebuild, Dimension in like Unity or Unreal or whatever. We would love to do a super HD version of Dimension and release it on Wii U. We'd love it, but that would cost so much money. We couldn't afford it, so we'd have to get someone to invest in that. So if you know someone who has a couple of $1 million that wants to invest in that, it probably wouldn't even cost that much, honestly. But maybe a cool million, maybe a little bit less, but $1 million would certainly cover it. Then yeah, we'd love to. Be happy to do so. Send them my way. info@renegadekid.com. Cheers. Okay, so there's all those questions. I really appreciate you guys asking questions. So what have I been working on? So today I finished up another secret character for Mutant Mud Super Challenge. So that's great. That feels good. I started off by, I did the design of the character, the art design, the look of it, and sent it to the person who owns the character, the developer whose character it is. And they're like, yep, looks great, cool. So then I moved on and then kind of reskinned Max to animate like that character. So I haven't sent them that yet, but it looks great in my opinion. I think it turned out really good. It's when I put the character in the game and run around and play as them, and yeah, it works. It feels good. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's exciting. And now I'm already moved on to another one. And actually, that one's going pretty quick, actually, which is good. Um, like ones that take longer are characters that have a distinctly different or unique way about them, whether it be the size or shape or form of their legs or whatever. If there's a certain aspect about them which is not even close to Max, then I basically have to delete what Max has and redraw it from scratch and really kind of redraw it from scratch. But if there's a character where the foundation of what Max is a good place to overlay this character's attributes on top of, whether it be the legs or whatever, especially like running and stuff like that, then they can go a lot quicker. If the basic shape and size is kind of similar, I can then kind of paint over that and then just make some minor modifications to make it fit whatever the character's shape and size is. So anyway, so this new one's going a little bit quicker actually, because it's more of a closer match to what Max is as far as the basic kind of shape and stuff. So that's good. So yeah, and I think that might be all I'm working on right now. Already at 16 minutes. Wow, how did that go by so fast, man? That was a waffle fest apparently. All right, well I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it right then. That's it. We're done. Hope you guys are having a great day. So today is Wednesday. Anything else going on? I should mention that Mumods on the App Store, iOS, is now in the review stage. So we hopefully will get that approved soon. And when that happens, it will then be released. Hopefully, it'll be released next week. I mean, there's a slim chance it could be released tomorrow. It depends if it gets approved today. There's a slim chance it might get released tomorrow. If not, then we'll hold it until next Thursday, because that's when the App Store updates. So yeah, so there you go. So that's cool. So that's exciting. So the 20 levels are there if you want to download that for your iPhone or iPad or whatever. So very cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking these out and stuff like that. And I will see you next time. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.